am going to, huh, it is not registering that. Let me restart this. You must be live in order to, oh, okay, there it goes. Now I can start sharing. You must be live. I am live, jerk. Alrighty. I think. There we go. Now our chat should be shared. Hopefully I'm not echoing. I'm going to turn this on. Shared. Hopefully I'm not
Awesome. I
echoing.
see
Okay, perfect.
you are live.
Yes, I am live. I was checking to make sure that this mic wasn't picking up on both sides. And as we get started, I have my dogs outside. I'm going to close the door. Dog one, dog two. Please don't start whining in 4 minutes. All right. So I am all set and ready to go. Chonkaroo with my boy HODL. We are going to do a new player stream today. And what that means is less about new players specifically and more about just having content for players who are not trying to play at a professional level. It doesn't matter if today is your first day of playing Vibes or day 3000. It doesn't matter. It's aimed at people wanting to learn core concepts of TCGs more than strategy to go play and be the best in the world. Is kind of the aim of this content. Hey, what's up, legit bad guy? How are you? First comment of the day. I'm gonna give you 10 packs. Look at that. Look at that. First comment, 10 packs. So, legit bad guy, 10 packs. And you will have to. Is it just legit bad guy for your vibes username? You can message me that later. I want to make sure I get the packs for your Discord is what you actually need to message me with. But I think I'm actually friends with you on Discord, so you should be good. But we're gonna be generous with packs today. Got you 10 packs coming. Before we start, I want to cover a couple of things. First is my mental health moment. One of my favorite videos of all time is a video, you can watch it on YouTube. It's called Dying Professor Gives His Last Lecture. It's Dr. Randy Pausch, who worked at Carnegie Mellon University, gives a really cool speech that's just about good life lessons. And I've watched that probably 100 times throughout the past 20 years. And it's phenomenal. I highly recommend watching it at some point. But one of the things he says in there is experience is what you get when you didn't get what you wanted. And I think about that anytime I make some sort of mistake or mess something up. And that's what these streams, or the focus of these streams, are. Uh, we want people to be able to forgive mistakes, not go on tilt, and learn from their stuff. And I think that once you can truly master that, it's great for your mental health in general, where you just don't beat yourself up constantly. So, with that said, do you have anything you want to add, Hoddle?
I love that. I definitely love that. And I've taken like some lessons in like certain things, and I've learned that like even coaches have coaches, and like you always
Yeah,
learn.
yeah, they do absolutely. Coaches do have coaches. That's a great point. And that another I just said it with so I watched my stream yesterday, or some of the stream, and I said a whole lot, and I'm going to try to break myself of that. And as a bounty, if anyone points out me pausing for white noise, going the first person to point that out when it happens can really hear him. He's echoing. Can't. Oh, we might be. Let me try muting this. Can you still hear me, legit bad guy? Yes, no, maybe so.
Testing. Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
I can hear you. Can you hear me? No, okay, I don't need this. All right, can you hear me now?
These headphones.
I don't know. Oh, I'm good. Am I echoing?
Can you hear me, bad guy?
Do you have his stream up as well as my stream, maybe, and not one of them muted because it would echo then.
Do I sound fine to you, Chunk?
Yeah, yeah, I hear you just fine. You're still a little quiet, but I think I have you up all the way. Let me verify. I did, yeah. I have you up all the way. No, just yours unless you share stream audio on. I don't think I have share stream audio on. I don't have anything on Discord. Let me double check the share stream audio. But I appreciate us getting all these kinks out of the way early in the stream. Turn on camera, share your screen, chat's enabled.
Should I check anything on my...
Do you just want to try to end this call and I'll add you again and just see if that fixes it?
Okay.
I'll do that really quickly. I appreciate you guys bearing with me while I figure out these technical difficulties. We thought we had it figured out with the last stream. And now I can't even find the invited guest thing. Stream manager. Here we go. Invite guest. And then I'm him. Yes. All right. Let's see if this works. Okay. Testing.
Yo,
I can hear you.
I can hear you.
All right, perfect. Bad guy, how are we sounding? I do have my own stream up, but it's muted.
I think, yeah, we both have our own streams up.
Is your stream muted on your computer?
How do I check that?
Go on the stream on bottom left. It should be the sound box should have an X.
Test.
You've always sounded fine to me.
Test. Yeah, shoot. Let me see. Test.
Yeah, you still sound fine to me. Bad guys, you still messed up?
Because I'm looking at the Streamlabs and the mixer's not moving.
It's moving on mine.
It's not moving on my end.
It might be an echo from my stuff. Let me go to headphones.
Testing.
I can hear you. Oh no.
Hey yo. Can you hear me?
I can hear you just fine. Oh, you probably can't hear me.
I can hear you.
Oh, you can. Yeah. Well, that means I haven't changed over my mic settings yet. It's still picking up not mics from my AirPods. All right, testing. Can you hear me? Test, test. Nope. Test, test. Test. Can you hear me? Great, I broke it. Let me move this over here. Properties. Default. Done. Default test. Can you hear me? Huh. Did I break HODL whenever I did something? Oh, but you can hear me. I'm not echoing. I'm good. I appreciate you helping us troubleshoot this. I left the door open for my dogs to come in and out, and then the world's largest fly came in. I swear that thing's the size of a quarter. It's just floating around, being obnoxious. I appreciate everyone's patience as we try to get this stuff settled. The stream and theme of the day. Oh, well, let me put this in Discord while we were trying to get. I still can't hear you. I'm him.
Hey, can you hear me?
Yes, yes, yes. Gotcha.
Okay, I don't know what happened there. Oh, my internet probably.
That will
Um,
get you 100% of the time.
so hopefully our audio's going okay, but on my mixer it's not moving.
Yeah, I can hear
But
you just fine without the mixer moving. And legit bad guy, are you? No echo, just a little quiet. Yeah, okay. Yeah, you are a very quiet person in general, I think as well. That might also be the thing. Very soft spoken. But I do have you up all the
who
way.
me?
Yeah.
Well, look, honestly, I on Monday I got really sick. And
Oh
so
no.
today I feel like I'm 80-90%, but my voice is a little lacking today.
Oh
So
well, fortunately I'm a giant loudmouth, so I should be able to make up for most of that for you. I'll
there
try to
there
do
you
do the
go.
bulk of the talking. I won't
Yes.
strain your voice too much, but we will get started for everybody. So whenever I invited Hoddle to come on here, I wanted to have somebody to ask questions that maybe is you're not newer to the vibe scene, are you? You want to tell everybody kind of about your TCG experience and what you've been up to?
Yeah, so I mean, my TCG experience, I did play like a little bit of Pokemon. I mean, that was like middle school, like just casually. And then I would say maybe in like 2017, I played some Magic for maybe 3 years casually, maybe entered like one competition. I mean, nothing serious. And then I started playing Vibes last year, probably like late summer.
Okay.
Yeah,
How do you
I've
think
been
that
to.
the previous TCG experience has prepared you for vibes?
I would say, as far as like Magic is, just kind of learning uh strategy as far as like, okay, what what might my opponent play, you know, kind of thing. Um,
Yeah.
Patience, I guess patience, trying not to be too aggressive. I would say that that's it.
Okay. So yeah, those are definitely all good things that you learn. The not being too aggressive thing is a switch. Sometimes you need to turn up the pressure, sometimes you need to back off. And the patience thing that you mentioned is probably one of the hardest things in vibes. That came up on last night's stream with Professor when we were talking about there's times near the last part of the game, so those last cycles, whenever both of you are at 13, 14 permanents and you can play a card in your hand to get to 14, or you can save it and stay at 13 and guarantee another cycle. When is it correct? When is it not correct? And that's one of the hardest things to really learn in this game. And I don't think anyone gets it right 100% of the time. One of the biggest differences between vibes and magic is that Magic you can react all the time at instant speed whenever you need to. And that's not, you don't have that luxury in vibes. You have to use your cycle to set up for their cycle and the action phase. And I think that that makes the game much less forgiving than it does in Magic. Hey, what's up, Eden?
Yeah, I agree. The that final push at the end is like learning to close is like one of the hardest things
Right,
about
or
that
learning
game.
not to go for the close. So
Yes, or
that,
like
go ahead.
yeah, like should I let them win the vibe check at the end? Should I win the vibe check and then trying to calculate how many actions you have, how many they could have. It's like a lot of math.
Yes, it is. It is a lot of math. It's also a lot of knowing your opponent's. Let me fix this stream thing really quickly. It's also a lot about knowing about what your opponents play. So thank you for calling that out, Eaton. For whatever reason, whenever I launched this, it I sent Jeremy a video of it because it keeps doing it. I clicked Vibes TCG and it defaults to that other music game or whatever. It's the weirdest thing in the world and it's so annoying. So thank you for reminding me to switch that. Even if I click on vibes, it like highlights both of them, which is really annoying. So we were kind of talking. This is our first kind of new player stream where we're doing this, and there's a couple of different options that we have, and I'm going to let the viewers decide on how we want to do it. And so one option is that HODL will queue on the ladder with the deck, and we will talk through the plays as he makes them and try to win that match. Although I don't know if you necessarily want to go that route. You might be more comfortable with me queuing and us talking about it because that is your rank, and I don't really care about the rank on this one. And people do absolutely stream snipe, so we can not do that, or we can play together and kind of go through two decks and two interactions. So what seems more interesting to the people that are watching right now? What do you guys want to see? Dun, 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 dun. I'm going to make an executive decision in about 3 seconds if no one has any input. All right, so we're going to queue up a couple of games with just Hoddle and I. Need the Calo coaching. Okay. So do you want to start with some Calo coaching? How does that sound to you, Hoddle? You want me to queue up Calo and we can go through some of those interactions and you can have real time talk, or do you want to queue up Coliseum and I'll coach you?
Why don't you do that?
Okay, I will do that.
Let's
So the list, is this similar to the list that you play right here? Oh, I have it up on my stream right now.
yeah,
Uh,
let me pull
yeah,
you up here.
yeah, pull that up and see if it's similar. This is very close to the worlds list that I play. I did switch it for the Richmond 10K that I played this, and the only change that I made, I took out Dima the Destroyer and I added a fourth Lil Zoomer. Dima is pretty good against red purple. It allows you just to kind of go really hard on their permanents and really take advantage of the fact that they probably have already used all their kill spells or all their ice spells, if you will, on other things. And there is, if they do use it on Edema, you're kind of okay with that. And if they don't use it on Edema, you just take out their inspiring stories, you take out their potion commotions. There's just it can hit a Fuji. It gives another Fuji threat. So there's a lot of good options for it.
Yeah, I'm running a very similar. I just don't have a Dema in there.
Okay.
Let me see. And I think I swapped it for an extra zoomer,
For
possibly.
the fourth Zoomer.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah. So that's my Richmond list. Um,
got it.
eh,
Yes, yes,
yeah.
yes.
So we will jam a couple games with this list right now. There's also an argument that can be made. One of the things that I think about is what I want my game plan to be. And in the Worlds version that I played, I believe I only had 6 1 drops.
and I later added a seventh one drop. So the one drops are pretty useless later in the game. They do buff your savior, they do buff your champions, they do provide targets for Belaker to hit. But when it's crunch time in those late games and those very late turns, especially if they've kind of dealt with your Colosseum, it's really one of the last things you want to draw. However, you almost always want to guarantee you have one in your opening hand. And I had ChatGPT do the math, and it put me at about 90% to have one in my it's like 80, it's actually it's less than 90, I think it's
Oh, that's
84%,
pretty good.
yeah, of
Okay.
having that in your opening hand, with the four or with the seven one drops. I think that you're closer to like 81, 82 with six, so still a good chance. So I'm going to queue on the ladder, and I'm gonna get a pack if I win. And so I'm gonna actually let you make the plays, Hodl. So I'm controlling the mouse, you're
Let's
controlling the action,
let's do it. I like that. I
and
like
this
that.
is how
Let's
we're
do
gonna
it.
this is how we're gonna go. So hopefully we don't have a match lasting too very long, and
Oh
hopefully
man,
we don't get one of those, huh?
I'm gonna play some dummy thick players, huh?
Some dummy thick players. Yes, yes. You should already be playing dummy thick players if you're in chunk.
Yes, yes, yes.
Yeah, you
I'm
should be
getting
hitting
my
a lot of
butt
us.
kicked.
Yeah. Did everyone have a good day today? Hope so. Did you? How was your day, Hodl? Getting
It
over
was
being
good,
sick?
man. Just did a lot of work. Yeah, I mean, this is the first day I feel really good, so it's a
Do you
good
actually
day.
do you have a day job, or are you a crypto trader?
No, I have a day job.
Ah,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah, I work from home just like you. I think you work from home as well.
I work from home.
Uh,
I go into the office in the mornings and I come home in the evenings or
nice.
in the
Yeah, I work
afternoons.
from home. I work from home, so I'm still able to be sick and work if I need to.
That's good.
But
What are we
the day
mulling?
was great. Let's see. It's a little. Okay, so we are mulling Dima and Zoomer, and a little with balloon. That's what I
Yes,
would do.
that is correct. So those three go back. We are a little bit on a timer though, so I wanted to make sure that we didn't miss that clock, and we knew we weren't keeping too low with balloons. Those are kind of redundant. What do you rod here?
Uh, it's a little bit on a lag here, so I would
Oh,
rod Kahlo.
you'd rod Kahlo. I would rod
Well,
I would
you know
rod
what?
Savior.
Yes,
We have
yes,
extra
yes.
saviors later.
That's good.
In order to, so I'm actually going to do a screen share with you on our call, and I'm going to see if that deals with the lag. So
Okay.
let me start that up. Screen share, and it's going to be a window. It's going to be this window. Let's see if that helps with it. So that way we're not dealing with
Yes,
the lag.
I think so.
Perfect. Oh, good, good. People can see it up there on the screen too. Excellent. And then now you get to see it real time too. Perfect, 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 perfect. So we're on our cycle two. We definitely want to play this Lilith balloon. What do we rod?
Here, oh, I mean, I'm thinking of, oh man, I mean, a bellyacre. I mean, as much as I don't want to, I might
Why would we
rod.
do Bellyacre over Waker?
I feel like the Waker's so important.
It is, but this Lilith balloon becomes a Waker later.
Okay, okay, okay,
Yeah,
okay,
so
okay,
our Bellyacres are pure gold. We never get rid of those because he's going to have removal spells, and we know that. We know he's going to take out at least one. So if we
okay.
have two threats, so your goal with this deck is to keep threats. And this Bellyacre, this Colosseum, the Green Mega Penguins, the Milkmaids, all of those are threats. The Lil Waker is an awesome card. We love it. We definitely want to have one, but we can go get one of those later. And it was the same logic with the Savior of Skies. So we definitely want to have one of these or access to one of them later. Okay, so this one's pretty easy. We're definitely going here. And we're
Yeah.
definitely playing a a little Bellyacre,
Yes.
and then we're going to pass. So this What a Twist actually opens up some options for us as well. And what this opens up for us is if we get a Bellyacre turn, we can take full advantage of it. So normally one Bellyacre activation doesn't give us the option to go get a Lil Waker with this type of board, but now we do. All right, what are we doing? Are we gonna risk it to get the biscuit, or are we going to sit?
We we're gonna sit. I mean,
Correct.
we need this. We need to win this vibe check.
So we definitely want to win the vibe check, which we're already doing. So there's no reason for us to actually take an action. If he had not, so if you Bellyacre there, and he has a not a rod anymore, we are dead to the world. We are dead to rights. We are so dead. And then now with the second Bellyacre right now, we are very much alive. It's going to be very hard to not let him counter our Bellyacre activation. The worst thing that he can play for us right now is a Serene Penguin. Bashful would be equally as bad. So anything that's gonna win this vibe check or guarantee win this vibe check. The other worst thing that he can do is he can play what's the name of it? Heads I win, tails you lose, and win that coin flip and allow it force us to discard the Colosseum. Oh, we just got a guest. Do we have a guest speaker?
Oh, look at this guy.
Look at this guy. I think you're muted,
What's up,
Professor.
Professor? He's stream sniping.
He's stream sniping. Oh, he didn't mean to collab. Oh, you can hang up. I appreciate you coming to hang out. I thought you were knocking to come hang out. He's gonna hang out in the. Oh, you're trying to join HODL stream. That makes sense. Oh, this is really good for us. He didn't have a red action. He didn't have a removal spell, and he's gonna let us go up to 9, or excuse me, 8. Um, did we play two things in one turn? Or did we tie? Oh, we tied the vibe check. We did not win. Okay, that makes sense. That makes a lot more sense. So, 3, 6. So I wasn't counting somewhere. I messed something up at some point. We should have been at 7. So I'm gonna go here. Oh, I'm sorry. I should have asked. I'm used to just explaining. What would you have done? Would you have played the Daydreamer, or would you have rodded the Daydreamer?
I mean, we're trying to get Colo out, so I would have put the Daydreamer in. Yes.
Why?
I mean, we're trying to get Colo out, so I could. We could get Daydreamer later on. It would be available anyways.
We can get a Daydreamer later on. Also, saying go with 7 rods and a Coliseum in hand is the exact same as saying go with 9. So it forces that same threat of Coliseum the next turn, unless he's going to tie. Now, he's probably going to. He has 2 peace outs, which is really bad for us. He can do some really nasty things, but we get to keep tying, which is great. So he either doesn't have a red action or he's being extremely patient, which is wonderful. So, a zoom. What do we do?
Oof. Well, we would. Jesus. What would I do in this situation? I
Sure.
would. Um. Let's see here. I would probably rod that
You're gonna rod it?
because I mean he.
Okay.
Yeah, I would rod that.
So you have 2 options there. Rod, I think they're both 50-50. The rodding, I think, is the safer option because we guarantee Coliseum next turn. And if he gets really greedy with these peace outs and allows us to have one more turn, it's not going to be great for him. Now, it's very unlikely he doesn't have an action at this point. So hopefully he ties the vibe check and just hangs out. That would be best case scenario for us and allow him to actually have something on top. Yeah, he had it. So what are you going to do?
Okay, at this point, I mean we're gonna use that Bellyacre.
We are going to use the bellyache. What
Um,
are we going to bellyache?
let's see. We're going to bellyache the balloon.
I'm fine with that. Okay,
You're fine.
I'll
You're
bite.
fine with that.
I'll bite with on that one. I would actually have bellyached the Frosty and gotten a Poppin' Pete and return that to his hand to slow down
Oh,
his momentum, since we're going to
right,
Coliseum next
right,
turn anyways. But we're probably still going to have the opportunity to do that. He's going to use a piece out right here on two different things, and whatever he uses, we're kind of losing a lot of our team anyways because he has two piece outs.
right,
There's an argument that it was correct just to sit, but we'll see.
right. Just to like, okay, I see what you're saying.
So even if we use this here, we lose our whole team either way, which is okay. I'm not leaving the door open for you, dog. You're letting bugs in the house. You can whine at me all you want. So now whenever he peace outs, we'll at least be able to go get a 2-drop. So that's okay. And he also did it wrong with the flopping of the peace out because he's gonna let me have it. Or he's gonna take the turn, which is fine. We still get to Coliseum next turn, which unlocks our Bellyacre. You don't know how to hang up? Let me kick you out. There you go. There. Okay, so 3, 6, 9. He didn't play anything. Or he just played a rod. 3, 6, 9. We have to Coliseum here. What are we gonna rod?
You're gonna rod the lookout.
I'm gonna rod the Poppin' Pete. And the reason I'm
Pop
gonna
and
rod the
Pete. Okay.
Poppin' Pete is because this turns into another Coliseum if it reaches that point in the game. And we're gonna try to win this 5 or at least tie this 5 check. So let's see how it goes. If he has a spell on top, it's very bad for us. Oh, that was dirty. That's probably the worst
Wow.
thing that he could have had on top of his deck.
Wow.
That's still okay. We're going to lose our team, but we'll get to Coliseum again.
Damn, she fine with that.
Let's see if he messes up. This forces him to use his 5, which is good. So now a Lil with Balloon or this little extrovert can actually win. Yeah, that high note was pretty nasty. That was very
Oof.
unfortunate for us. Although he's down to 11
Very
permanent,
unfortunate.
so he'll unlikely be able to threaten lethal next turn. And we get to possible banned invader. I agree. You're getting banned. Oop. Get out of here. That high note was dirty. Oh, man. And his hand was insane. Jeez. So we can't really call a CM right here. I think we just lose. Oh, I can fly. Oh, we don't lose. Perfect. Can you figure out how we don't lose?
Uh, did you rod anything?
Nope.
Okay, so we're gonna rod the no way, right?
Yep. We're going to rod the what a
And
twist.
the what a twist I meant.
Yep.
And then you're gonna put down the low extrovert,
Uh-huh.
and then we're gonna no way his serene.
We are. Do we play
Or
this
what a
lookout?
twist! What a twist! Uh, I mean, we can just to,
Yep.
yeah.
So the reason we're playing it, it develops our board a little bit. It does force us to draw a Coliseum, but we're probably going to play a Coliseum next turn. Actually, we might not play a Coliseum next turn. I don't know. We'll find out here in a minute. If we play a Coliseum, we immediately lose to the Serene, so we can't play that. So that actually makes that wrong. Now he can have a
What a
whatchamacallit,
twist
not a rod
yourself, right?
anymore. And we're still dead, but this is our way to not immediately lose. But yeah, we should not have played that lookout in hindsight because then we can't use our other what a twist. Yeah. Oh, I wasn't even watching. I was yelling at my dog when we played the Prosperous Penguin. So we lose that one anyways. We'll requeue and play again.
Nice.
But yeah, so lots of good learning on that one. Lots of good. So waning is also very good. I play against him a lot.
Okay,
And
I've never seen waning.
it's an alt for sure. He's not, I don't think he's dummy thick yet. How are we doing with this? What are we doing?
Okay, we're gonna mull Carlo and Lil Zoomer.
So we're gonna mull Waker and Zoomer.
Oh,
So the stuff that are your targets, you want to get that. Coliseum is actually really good in this matchup if you can get to it. They only play 4 1 drops, and we oh so sorry, Lilith Balloon. We're doing the Lilith Balloon because we have two. Is really the only logic there. I should have asked you. I'm not thinking this is the first time I'm doing a new player stream. You'll
that's
have to
all
yell
right.
at me.
All right.
So we're gonna hope he
So
doesn't have the 1 drop.
okay, so why did we keep the Carlo? It's just like just in case we don't pull it in time.
Yeah, yeah. So Lil Bellyacre is an excellent way to get Coliseum.
Mm-hmm.
However, he likely plays so much removal that it's going to be hard for us to resolve a Bellyacre. So naturally, having that Coliseum and that threat in our hand is a great way. So what do you think we're rodding here?
Got it. Probably what is that? Champion of the Clouds.
No, so we're gonna rod a Lilith balloon, and the reason is
Okay.
we have so many. Like we don't really need that guy. And Champion of the Clouds grows into a really big threat later. So if we keep our
Got
threats and we rod the things that don't produce that are either redundant threats or don't produce threats, that allows us to produce more threats at a higher volume later in the game. So even though this is
makes sense.
5 for a 3 vibe, he can grow at with basically anything we draw in the deck. The only things that are not Lils in the deck are Green Mega Penguins and Colosseums. One of
Yeah,
the
I
neat
feel
things.
like I
Go
don't
ahead.
use that card enough when
Which
I
card?
play this deck. There's like so many avenues,
With Champion of the
things to
Clouds?
use in this deck. Yeah.
Yeah. So what do you think we rod?
The Frosty.
Yes, sir. And then do we play anything else?
No.
No, 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 we don't. We're just gonna pass. And the ideally we would have a green mega penguin somewhere around here. That would be probably the best thing that we can draw. Green mega penguin is very hard for that deck to deal with. Now he gets to start tying vibe checks, which is never great for us. He will likely just tie this one. Yeah. So this wasn't a very aggressive draw for us, and he had the counter draw, which if that deck knows they're playing against, oh, that was good. That was a goal one. So what are we doing?
Uh, I would rod
Oh,
Champion. That's me.
you'd rod champion.
Just because I feel like Pete can be so useful later.
So if
Oh,
we were
oh.
on the other side of the draw,
Mm-hmm.
I mean Pete can. I'm actually fine with that. So if Pop and Pete, if we were on the, if we were going second, then Pop and Pete gets a lot better because we can Pop and Pete his Fuji like that. And so he named Green Mega Penguin. So we're gonna name Peace Out Penguin. And the reason we're naming Peace Out Penguin is because this little singer I don't really care if he activates. I have more problems with him winning vibe checks than I do, or more issues with him using peace out on our whole team like he did last game. So yeah, so we never got the opportunity to play that Pop and Pete, but we could have had a threat next turn with champion. There are arguments that if he didn't have that, we can tempo him out later if he plays. So like right now, we don't want to play this Pop and Pete because we want right now it's only impacting him if he has a peace out.
Right. Okay.
Yeah. So 3-6. Although it's probably going to get rotted regardless. All right, we'll run it out. Why not? He's gonna have to play 2 cards in his hand in order to not lose the vibe check. Or yeah. Okay. Oh, that's the worst card he could have played for us.
Oh,
Yeesh. The GMP was perfect timing, but he had to counter the Fuji. This matchup can be really tough if they know what they're playing. Oh, he's gonna. Okay. That's kind of greedy.
he's aggressive.
That's real greedy. He might just goofed. So that might come back to bite him. I understand that. So
Why
we're
do you
gonna get to
say?
Coliseum this turn, and he's gonna have to draw out of it because we're actually winning. We win this race. Most of his removal, he has to. The only removal he can hit is an Adventure Squad. However, if he does hit the Fuji, we are toast. But he's already been through 1 Fuji. I don't really care about that. I'm actually fine with him as long as he doesn't hit the Fuji on the next cycle. Although this is bad for us because he gets to Singer this guy and keep tying the vibe check if he wants
Mm-hmm.
to. If I were him, I Singer right here. Oh, he's gonna take the vibe
Oh,
check back and try to draw out of it. He's really given us some options. All right, let's see how his Coliseum. If he doesn't have a good Coliseum turn, then we are looking very pretty for this. But if he hits another Bashful or a Fuji, even a Serene, I don't really care about. Oh, now I care about a Serene. That got way
oh,
worse
not
for
bad.
us.
Okay.
All right, but we have a lot of outs here. So we hit any form of Zoomer is really great for us. Bellyacre is fine for no, Bellyacre doesn't do it. I need Bellyacre plus something.
Bellyacre. Okay.
Bellyacre, Bellyacre.
Yep.
Okay, we're all right. This is good. We're okay. Now, if he has a spell on top of his deck and can use that piece out, it's very, very bad for us. However, we need to get to a Zoomer. Actually, a Zoomer doesn't do it. We need to get to 3 on 3. So that goes to 4, 4 to 5, 5 to 2, 2, 4, 6, 8. All right. So we're gonna go
And you can go
here.
to Samantha, right? Or
Samantha
just
loses
leave
us
it
the
as
game
is. Okay.
because he's got an 11 drop Serene.
Got it. Okay.
Yeah. So let's see. We'll start here. Oh my gosh, this guy just had it all. Oh my, that is awful for us. All right, let's see if he misclicks here or something. That was the perfect run for him to have on the. Yeah, yeah, it's just game over for us. There's nothing you can do about that.
God dang, this guy's good.
Yeah, yeah, he's got all the answers for us. I'm gonna mix it up on him though. So we wanted to talk about a couple of different decks, and as we do this, basically, if we just keep running that into, you get to punish people on the ladder like this. And one of the things that I've learned over time is if you keep playing the same deck whenever the queues are kind of light, they will try to counter you. So we have to like counter their counter. It comes to this like cat and mouse game that's pretty neat, where you kind of guess what they're going to play next. If they know you're on
Right.
Coliseum, that's really rough for you. But one of the neat things that we get to do now is if he plays red purple like we're playing Coliseum, he loses the red purple mirror 100% of the time. If he just runs his stuff out there and mulligans to a Serene, however, if he is sniping us, which is very possible, then he's going to know how to play. Uh, that happens. It is what it is. There's a lot of streams that happens on, which is if we keep running into that instance, then we'll just go back to the dual stream that we were doing. But hopefully he doesn't do that to us. We'll see.
Okay. No, that makes sense. Yeah, the man, it's like watching you play this deck is like, oh my God, I'm like, there's a lot of learning to do on this deck.
So a lot of basically the keep it simple. Don't overcomplicate it and just constantly go for threats. That's your goal. You want to create as many. I jokingly refer to this deck as threat.deck, which if you, yeah, I feel like talking to people in the crypto space, whenever you used to play Magic online, all of the decks that you would save would end in dot deck. So it would be like red purple dot deck, whatever. So if you ever hear like an old Magic player say dot deck, that's how the decks were saved in the Magic online client. So threat dot deck, this deck just tries to produce as many threats as possible and hopes they can't deal with them. Now we were able to do that. It was still an uphill battle for us. We were going to if he didn't have that lasagna on top, that was just the kicker. That was the nastiest thing that he could have actually had on that. If he would not have done that, and I actually kind of think that was wrong too. If he does accept the Coliseum turn, or if he doesn't take the turn first and he taps the bashful with little singer and lets us have the turn first,
Hmm.
he allows us to react, or he allows time for himself to react, and he has a 14 vibe bashful that we have to deal with. So I would argue that that was wrong. It obviously worked out for him, but in that situation, whenever you're playing on red purple, you need to force them to find the answer to your problem, not vice versa. So had he not hit that Serene, which we would have been fine if he didn't hit the Serene because we can go get Samantha, but he hits Serene into Potion Commotion into Lasagna, which is just the dirtiest sequence of cards that we really could have encountered there.
The
Yeah,
professor says lasagna off the top during the colo always feels miraculous.
it does. It does feel
Yep.
miraculous, but that's another thing that Colo players have to remember. There's your Coliseum dies a lot. It happens. It's not the end of the world, and you just need to set up your turn so that your board is filled with enough threats that even if they deal with your Coliseum, which is a threat in and of itself, you're still fine. Them tying all the early vibe checks is what really got us. So hopefully this person is not sniping. They probably would have already. I doubt they are. They probably would have already queued if they were. Uh, and I don't know whose alt it is. So that's the other tricky part to kind of figure out. You need to know whose alt it is
Have
as
we
well.
figured out who Mimis is?
No, we haven't. And I swear that's an alt, but they
Okay.
did have two. They were in the top 16, I think, of last year's season and or last season's top 16, which if it isn't all, that shouldn't happen. So they are either breaking terms of service or it's a main. So I don't know. We'll find out. Although I have some concerns about that system in general. If you look at the leaderboard, like these people, I'll cue back up in a second. I'm not even the first page right now. So Dio is obviously great. Trex is great. Jillian's great. Sammy's great. Idrid's great. Terry's. These are all their own people. We get down to Asa, ALXI, carries. Now I think that this person right here is an alt because they play very
I
very
do
similar
know
deck. Huh?
I do know who Dima is, but I they faults. But I do know who Dima is.
Oh, you do? And it's a different person than Ludmilla and ALXI.
I do not know. I'm not sure if they
These
have
pe-
alts
these
themselves.
three, so this person, and Ludmilla, they all play the exact same decks, and they're they are definitely different people. All right, cool. And then, all right, we got Vibe CCG in here. You can break my
What?
conspiracies. You can break
Uh-oh.
my
Here we
conspiracies.
go.
Is Mimi's definitely his own person?
And hey, shout out. I saw there was one person that made Dummy Thick today,
Oh yeah, that was
and
great.
they had they had only like the total cards. I was like, oh my god. Like uh, it was like 100 booster packs that they opened only. I was like, oh my god.
That's great. I love it.
Monster.
That's
Monster.
hilarious. Oh man, I haven't had the multi-stream chat up this whole time. I've been messing that up. All right. While we're in queue, I am gonna go let my dog out, who's
You
been
see you
sitting here
guys.
whining. He's doing this thing. It's so nice outside right now. He wants me to leave the door open so he can just sit out on the patio. But there, you Sir whines a lot.
I
I was
saw Spencer commented on your post yesterday.
about the 100 followers or the 100
Uh,
viewers.
I think he was just saying like, man, I have to tune in sometime.
Yeah,
I wish there were some clips.
yeah. I need to start making clips. That's one. And if anyone is in the chat who wants to be a mod to make clips, I am all about it. I'm all about that life. So the queues are actually taking kind of long. Do you want to hop into a matchup with just us so that we aren't making people just stare at this?
Sure, let's do it.
Okay,
Should I alter your Richmond deck?
you can play whatever you want to play, and we can kind of go through some real-time strategy. So if you want to play the Coliseum deck, and I will play, we can recreate the matches that we just had. So I will play a red-purple list. Actually, I'm going to play the rock paper scissors deck versus yours. That we
Sure.
were both kind of learning. I don't play this deck. Oh, I don't want PvP with that one. I want to play a friend. So I always just, whenever you put the match code in, I just do 001. I think it kicks you out if you're not 3 digits. Oh, and I can stop sharing my screen. You don't need to see it right now. There we go. So this way, that's another reason why I like having a guest on there, because we get to just keep jamming games. If you get to the point where you're just kind of waiting for people to actually say something, it takes a while. Ooh, that's a lot of spells.
Let me see here. I'm
So I'm
gonna
gonna let you
assume I don't know
talk out
what
your
you're
stuff and see what
playing.
you do.
Yeah.
What?
I'm gonna assume I don't know what you're playing. So,
Okay.
um,
Are you thinking
now
about what to
do
mulligan?
you? I know what I'm mulligan. Do you want me to just do it,
Sure. If you have questions
or you
about it,
want to put
let's kind of go through real-time questions and real-time strategy. We're not really playing for anything, we can just talk it out. It doesn't matter if I know it's in your hand. It doesn't matter if you know it's in my hand or what my strategy is. We're trying to define what the best line of play is and not necessarily win a match, if that makes sense. So we want to play to our
Okay.
outs. If the viewers have never heard play to your outs, that's a TCG phrase, and it is so very similar to poker. Like you get your money in whenever you have outs and whenever it makes sense. However, with us, so this is a utility card. So if unless I feel like it's a matchup that's going to be really important, I don't really care about it. So I always throw utility cards down. So him winning that first turn is really good. And whenever you say, so I was describing play to your outs a minute ago, and I have a great example of that story actually. There's a professional Magic player who he doesn't play Magic anymore. He's actually super. He's like a finance somebody. I don't know. Um, but I played against him in an event, and he set his board up. I was dominating him in the last round. He set his board up perfectly, where if he drew a one of card, he would win, but it was his only way to win, and he drew it. And he hit me for exactly lethal, and it was perfect play on his part. But he made so many incremental sacrifices leading up to that turn that he played to his one out. So whenever you hear that, that's what that means. Me not getting to win a
Okay.
vibe check this early in the game is not great. I need to save some of my spells to be able to pump my cards. So your line of play is pretty straightforward right now. The only decision that you could have made at this point, if you had a milkmaid, it would have been correct to play a milkmaid over a
Right.
balloon, but I'm sure you would have already done that.
Yeah, I don't have one.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's see. Okay. All right, I'm gonna rod this Waker and play Little Bellyacre.
That's a good one. Especially whenever you see a paper like this. The only removal spells in yellow are not your keys, really. And it's the only popular one that's played. There might be some other that I'm forgetting right now. And there is really no opportunity. You're going to get to Waker regardless of what happens next turn.
Yeah, so see, I wouldn't have done that if it wasn't from learning from that other match.
Oh, really?
So,
You
yep,
wouldn't have thrown
I'm
the
already
Waker out there?
learning. I'm already learning.
What would you have played instead?
I think I might have kept the Waker and rotted. I have a Savior of the Skies because I feel like I could get him later. I always feel like when there's like a 5 or 6 in my hand, I want to rot it.
So I almost never rod Zoomers. Zoomer is your only way to interact with your opponent in that
Yes.
matchup. You're pretty much just doing your own thing and hoping they don't stop you. Zoomer is the only real way you have to do that. So I actually put a lot of stock in Zoomers. I'm gonna
Okay.
draw a card here. So why did you not use Bellyacre? Because if I just said go, you would have lost a
I don't.
Bellyacre
I
opportunity.
think I might have timed out.
Oh, okay. That makes sense. Yeah, whenever we're doing
Okay.
these kind of slow talk through matches, that definitely happens.
Let's see here. Okay. I'm gonna bring out another one. I just feel like a 1 drop is just kind of dead weight, so I'm just gonna bring out the balloon.
That's a good that yeah, that's exactly what I would have done. So I will always go with the 1 drop first if I can save my 2 drops, but it's less because the 1 drop is not useful and more because the 2 drop turns into so many other things. So you get a Waker out of that transaction, you get a Milkmaid, you get a Daydreamer. There's I feel like I'm forgetting something too. A Tina out of that. Oof, 2 Bellyacres. I'm toast. This is downhill for me. So I only want one of these. Let's save that guy. And I'm gonna go Mya. And you're gonna get to have a really powerful Bellyacre turn this go around as well.
Let's see. Okay.
And I'm gonna respond
See
to that.
see what I can get.
Oop. Do you know why I responded to that?
Um, why you responded to that?
Yeah, why I didn't just let you go get your 3?
Uh, Not exactly. I mean, we're gonna tie it anyways.
So well now I'm gonna lose the vibe check.
Yes. Okay. Yes.
But if I let that resolve and you get a Daydreamer, I can't frolic. So that's one of the things
Why is
that,
that?
huh?
Why is that?
Because in vibes, if every single card has to be a legal target upon resolution. So if I let you go get your Daydreamer and then I try to frolic and you have a Daydreamer out, you just ice my little
Oh, yes,
scissors
yes.
and you counter the
Got it.
entire spell.
Right, right. Yes.
Yep. But now, even if you Coliseum, which you are set up to do so, you have some pretty serious threats to deal with. You definitely have a way to deal with them because you have 2 Bellyacres out. Is it on you or do we just,
Okay.
oh, you got to pick
It,
your
it, it,
winner? No.
it's on me. So I'm going
Oh,
to
okay.
to a little waker.
Ah, okay. I didn't have a timer.
Let me see. Actually, hang on a second. So what I want to do is unflop this bellyacre.
Yeah, go for it. You need to use all of the belly aching. You need to do all the belly aching you can while I have no abilities. So anytime you're playing against an opponent that has all of their resources flopped, you just go as hard as you can with the belly achers. The only time that I don't is if I already have everything I want. So if there's a situation uh, where I just don't really need anything else and I want to keep all of my board, I will happily just hang out.
All right, so I'm gonna bring out a Samantha just to kind of hold the lead for a couple turns,
Okay?
and I want to bellyache uh, this balloon
Sure.
for probably another little waker.
Okay. Are you gonna wake again?
I think I'm gonna wake again.
Okay. Are you gonna sack the
Or is
waker?
that it? Or is that too aggressive?
No, I think that it's perfectly fine. And you went kind of a roundabout way and you lost some cards in your graveyard doing it that way. So if you're gonna sacrifice that waker, you're presumably gonna go get another bellyacre. And had you, instead of going to get the Samantha feathers, went and got another bellyacre, and then sacrificed
Right,
bellyacre
right.
to random 3-drop to to Samantha, then you get to keep the cards in your ice pile and then have have more activations for future wakers.
Got it. Okay.
Yeah.
And now I feel comfortable here to move on.
Yeah. This is the scariest board that anyone can possibly be facing whenever if you Coliseum this turn. So if you have the Coliseum,
Okay.
if you didn't have the Coliseum, you should have went and got
Okay. Well.
it.
Well,
Speaking of that,
that's I
uh-oh.
screwed.
Did you draw it?
Well then, uh-oh. I guess that's where I messed up, man. See,
Oh, I just kind of assumed you had the Coliseum.
I know, right? Let's see. What am I gonna do here? No, I do not.
You don't have the Coliseum.
I don't. I
I think
don't.
I think you're still gonna win the
But
game.
you think I do. But you think I do.
I
So
don't. It
that's
doesn't matter if
more
I think you
important.
do at this point.
Okay.
It's yeah.
Well, I should have put this balloon down.
All right. So I still have some catching up to do, but the good news is I've got some ways to do it. So because you don't have the Coliseum, I'm going to have the opportunity to play a Fuji, and I'm gonna name Bellyacre.
Oof. Okay.
Yep.
I guess I'll have to go extrovert.
You're gonna go extrovert.
That's what I want to do. I just feel like that's
Yeah,
the most dangerous
honestly,
thing.
they're all kind of like six in one hand, half dozen in the other. I think extrovert's a great choice because I still have to find ways to win a vibe check. And then I can also you don't play any spells, so I'm gonna throw that down. And I'm gonna say go. And we're gonna go into actions. You don't have any actions, I'm guessing. And I have a frolic. So I am going to frolic. And I'm gonna leave back this guy.
Yeah, I see. I messed up. I should have. I have a little with balloon that I should have put down, and
What would a little with balloon do? Oh,
I
to make him a 12?
I mean just to win the vibe check, and I would have won the game. Oh no, I wouldn't have. Okay,
No.
never mind. You have a
No,
point.
the biggest issue that we have right here. So one of these little belly acres could have been a lookout, unless you've already rotted your lookout. Yeah, it is a very good learning moment. Yeah, definitely appreciate you pointing that out. And that's what we're here to do. It doesn't, I started the stream saying experience is what you get when you don't get what you want. And that is at its core what we're here to do. So
I
I
want
have,
all the learning moments.
yeah, you
Give
want to
them all
soak them
to
up.
me.
Okay, I think I can do that. It's 3, 4. So I'm gonna play, yeah, we're going here. Face up. I'm gonna get this guy back. And I'm gonna go here. And for those watching, the reason I did that is I want to be able to use this guy while still having something to win a vibe check with.
Okay, here we go.
So that's the logic there. Uh-oh, that was a good one.
Okay.
Yikes.
Now
That might have gotten you out of it.
6, 8, 9. I mean, at this point, my opponent would know I don't have. Well, would they know?
Well, I mean, you can't play
They
Coliseum
would not
anyways,
know.
and you're at 15 permanents. So there
Yeah,
doesn't, it doesn't really matter
yeah.
whether or not you have Coliseum or not. If you
I'm just
have,
wondering if I should play this one card out of my
what
hand
is it?
because my opponent. It's just a little with balloon,
I would
but
absolutely
it's
play it.
like,
And you're not playing it to have a little balloon. You're playing it to have a 14 drop savior, which I can't currently beat.
got it. Okay, okay. See, there we go.
Yep. And so
Okay.
now, because you got rid of that Mount Fuji, I do have a Not Your Keys in hand. So I'm going to Not Your Keys here. And, oh, I guess I didn't fly. Okay, whoops. There we go. What you going to do about it?
Okay. Let's see here. Not your keys on this one. All right. Well, I'm gonna have to use this free
Use that
move
free belly
here.
acre? Absolutely. While you're belly aching, I'm going to give away some more packs.
Okay.
So I'm going to let you go through and do that. And then I'm going to have Chat GPT. Let's see if the bot thing fixed it. Let's see here. Oh, no, it's invalid variable name. Messed that up. All right. So what'd you get? You got that. You got a
Okay.
zoomer, and you
So
got, yep. That is
zoomer
the
and I zoomed. Yeah.
correct
And
one.
I'm gonna. I mean, I'm just not gonna do anything else.
Yeah, you don't have to do anything else. I'm gonna see if this saves it. All right. Let's see if
All
this works
right.
here. Oh, nope.
My first win against Chunk.
No, no. Yeah, you've definitely beat me before for sure. So let's do that again.
Maybe
I'm gonna
maybe on
switch.
your alt. I don't know.
Oh, I don't know. Maybe, maybe I've got a couple. So we're gonna play again, and I'm gonna let you. Oh, I'm gonna switch decks up. So that was good. You're definitely learning the deck, which is great to play. And I'm gonna let you play against a mirror match. How's that? We're gonna go
Let's
back into
do it.
001 private chat
Ooh,
or private.
nervous.
Yep. So we're gonna play some mirror matches here.
But you are running Dima. That's the only difference, right?
I'm not. I'm actually playing just Coliseum. I'm not playing the Bellyacre version.
Oh, got it. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
And I'm trying to figure out Nightbot while we do it too. Why does it say invalid variable? That's so annoying. Okay, so I'm gonna go. I actually really like this hand. It's a really good one.
What do you think about the client not having the option to let your opponent go first, kind of like in person?
So the way that
I
I
guess
view that is it's basically whether or not you win or lose the dice roll. So I always want in person whenever we can choose whether or not we go first. Uh, yeah, the variable person is crushing it. So whenever you're playing in person, and for those of you who only play online, the way that it works in person is you roll a die, and whoever wins that die roll gets to choose who starts with the Baron. In game, it just picks one of you who starts with the Baron, which I just consider that whether or not I won or lost the die roll. Does that make sense?
Yeah, so I recall it's like if you have red purple, you kind of want the other person to go first, but if you have Calo,
No, with Kala, I
then
want
you
the other
kind of
person to go
want to go
first too.
first.
No, with
Oh,
Kala, I want the other person to go first because I don't want them to know I have a one drop. Because in most matchups,
got it.
it's
Yes, yes,
wrong.
yes.
Yeah,
That makes sense.
yeah. So
That
I
makes
actually would
sense.
argue that it's more important to not do that. This matchup is actually really interesting to learn, and I would say that I think that Coliseum gets a big rap for just being like this brainless, play whatever's the biggest thing in your hand. But the mirror match is actually one of the most skill intensive matches. So I actually just played a caffeine, and the reason I just rotted a caffeine. And oh, sure hands, you won 10 packs, buddy. So 10 sure hands, 22, 10 packs. Uh, so one of the reasons why in this matchup I actually never won a Coliseum. I know that sounds wrong and sounds weird to anybody who hasn't really listened, but I actively avoid playing Coliseum. Yes,
Okay.
congratulations.
Congrats.
Now I'm regretting throwing down that uh, too much caffeine, but that's okay. I'm going to try to win a vibe check here.
Oh, okay,
Oh,
okay. All right. See, now I know what you're playing.
yeah,
You're being aggressive here.
I am being aggressive here.
Let's see. Let's see. Well, I don't think you have removal, so I can freely use this Bellyacre.
You can, that is correct, and you should.
Uh, and I'll use it on the one drop.
Yep. And even if I did have, even if I were playing a deck with removal, there's nothing. You can also pay attention to Pudge. There's nothing that costs one yellow Pudge and one blue Pudge. Oh, awesome! I'm glad you're able to catch a weekday stream. There's nothing that costs one yellow Pudge and one blue Pudge, and allows you to ice a Bellyacre that I'm aware of. I can't think of anything.
Yeah.
Ooh, that's a good one.
Okay.
Hmm. All right, I'm gonna go this route. So most people may or may not agree with this. I'm gonna go here. I don't know. Yeah, I'm gonna go here and here. So yeah, so I routed a GMP right there, and I'm actually going to go this game plan. There's two game plans that you can go with this one. I can go a Green Mega Penguin, uh, little extrovert route,
Mhm.
but you have so many options with a Bellyacre. If I play a Green Mega Penguin right there, you get another turn with Bellyacre. If you just have another Bellyacre right now, I'm toast. But I also have other cards in my hand that I will share with you shortly that can potentially deal with your board. So that's actually my logic on that one. It may or may not be right.
Okay.
And so now
Okay.
you have your own Green Mega Penguin, which is I'm actually okay with. I just want you to not be able to bellyache. So now I'm neutralizing I'm dealing with one threat at a time.
Yeah, the caffeine, those have always been tricky.
Yeah,
So for
caffeine's
me,
rough.
playing the caffeine deck it's like knowing what to flop and stuff like that.
Uh-huh.
That can be kind of difficult for me as well. Let me see here.
And we're both pretty even on rods right now, which makes the game more interactive. So if we were actually in a race, then us going to the Green Mega Penguin route is probably not that bad. But because we're forcing interaction with both of us having similar rods, it's not just a race to Coliseum. There's no one getting blown out. Bashful.
Hmm. Okay, so here I don't know if this is too aggressive, but I feel like I don't want you to pull out a green mega
Okay. That doesn't stop
or
me from playing a Green Mega.
get too ahead.
Okay.
Um,
Yeah, depending on what your other options were, I think that's perfectly reasonable.
and I don't think I want to rod anything. 2, 4, 6.
So we've already talked about not rotting
You know
anything
what?
because we're not trying to ramp to Coliseum.
Explain that one more time.
You're not trying to ramp to Coliseum. You don't care if you get to Coliseum or not. So it doesn't matter if you rot anything.
And why is that? Is that because we both are playing Coliseum?
Yeah, so in the mirror match, I usually don't try to get to Coliseum. The only time I play Coliseum is the matches that you win the curve and they never tie you. So occasionally you will have those matches where you have the one drop, they don't have it. You have the milk bait, they don't have it. You have the belly acre, they can't interact with it. And they have 3 or 4 rods whenever you're up to 9. I will play Coliseum in those matches. But if it's this very even matchup, if you get to Coliseum right now and give me access to my whole deck, the whole reason Coliseum is good is because you get to basically draw or play every card you draw. Now, the that was good. So with both of us having access to every card that we draw, that's one of the reasons why I usually try to lose 5 checks. Well, that's bad for me. Um, I might have hit that caffeine instead, so you get your belly acre back. And so you're threatening lethal,
Okay.
so I need to be able to deal with something that you have this turn. So 4,
I'm just
7.
going in for the kill here.
All right. So I'm gonna try to stop you from getting that kill. And
Eton has a question.
I told him my outs to beating
Okay, sorry.
to beating that is a. So I'm gonna caffeine here, and then this Tina is gonna bite the dust.
Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Nice. All right, well, doesn't really matter here.
No, it doesn't. I'm gonna lose the vibe check again, and I'm okay with that again.
Okay. Let me see. Let me see.
One of the main reasons I would have hit that caffeine with the Tina instead of the inspiring story is your Green Mega Penguin is already beating everything else that I have. But that belly acre is going to put in some work if you get a turn. There you go. Attaboy.
Okay. So obviously popcorn penguin is very lethal.
Well, right now I have to draw something to deal with to do stuff. But yeah, I mean, if you can deal with a popcorn penguin, I would highly advise it. There you go. Perfect.
Thank you, Sensei.
So that was good. One of the issues with that play is you took away your ability to threaten lethal next turn. So that
Okay.
knocked you down to 11 permanents rather
Yes.
than the ability to get to 14 next turn. So if you're at 12, you draw a card, you get a rod, right? Go to 14. And it forces me to have something to deal with your play. I now get 2 turns instead of just 1.
Mm-hmm.
So it was kind of a gamble one way or another. So you're at 3, 6, 7, 8. You got your Lilith balloon, and you get to pass. So now I'm gonna have a turn to functionally do some pretty nasty things here. So I'm at 11, 12, 3, 6. Yeah, I get to win, I think.
Oh, oh no way. Oh my God.
So this is a good example
That's insane.
of one of the reasons why we. I mean, that was pretty lucky. I did draw the second bashful, which I needed, the second bashful, and I had to do it relatively soon. But you gave me, whenever you keep winning all those vibe checks, you give me access to more cards and more card selection than you have.
Right, right. Yes. So okay, so when you're playing a mirror, I mean, you can kind of wax and wane on it, right? Like, or
Mm,
like
another bashful.
you don't need to always win the vibe check if you're playing the mirror.
Correct. I want to keep it even. So, and it also depends on, and we can keep playing that matchup because I actually think that it's not a very intuitive one. It took me a while to learn it, and the reason why I learned it is because it was, I think Terry GG kept beating the crap out of me, and I believe it's a he, so I'm going to gender him a he. If I'm wrong on that, I apologize. But Terry, yeah, it was one morning. It was like 6 o'clock in the morning my time, and I woke up early, and we played the same matchup something like 6 or 8 times in a row, and he stomped me every single one of them, just absolutely obliterated me. And it's because he was playing like that. And by matchup like 3 or 4, I started to kind of figure it out.
Okay.
Oop, that was actually what I was going to keep anyways. It doesn't matter that the mulling at me. Let me go check on this dog while you're figuring out your mulligan situation. And it's actually really funny to me because he's just sitting outside. Oh no, now you're on the couch, but as soon as I close this door, you're gonna want to whine.
Oof, I got-
Alrighty. So you got. Oh, you didn't have a one drop.
Nothing on the board. Nothing on the board.
So I'm gonna go a completely different route at this point. So the fact that I'm gonna win this, and I actually have a milkmaid as well, that's gonna put you super far behind, and I get to go a completely different style. So a lot of your choices for which direction you're gonna go with this hand depends on what your opening hand looks like. So I now have the aggressive draw, and I'm gonna try to win every single vibe check. And my hand is very aggressive. So now you'll get to see both sides of it.
Okay. All right.
Yep. So we
Let,
played
let's
the
see.
more the control-y game before, and now you get to play the game that you were trying to play, which I actually this version. So there's two for those of you who aren't familiar with the matchup. There's two versions of Coliseum that we're playing right now. I'm playing the Caffeine Coliseum version, and that version. Oop! I almost played the wrong card. That version plays they both play Green Mega Penguin and Milkmaid and stuff. But the version I'm playing plays too much caffeine and plays Bashful Swordsman. Those are two of the big differences. His deck plays mostly all Lils, and it plays a card called Lil Bellyacre. Lil Bellyacre allows you to go get X plus one, where X is this cost in the top corner here, and you can go get another Lil from your deck. So he can now effectively, once he has a Bellyacre, he can turn whatever he wants into another card, which can turn into another card, which can go get more belly acres, and it can become degenerate very quickly if they don't have a way to deal with it. So that's our goal right now. Is in the matchup that we're talking about. I'm playing a very aggressive game because I had a very aggressive draw, whereas last match that you saw, I was playing a very controlling game, so I was actively losing vibe checks because he wasn't super far ahead, and then I stole the game at the very end. So I kind of sat on a bashful and sat on some stuff in my hand that I could have used to win vibe checks earlier, but I just didn't really care. You save those and try to steal it at the end. Huh. 4, 4, 4, 2, 2, 2, 4, 5. So
So
I
in
got
this case,
good.
if you are being ultra aggressive on this, like you're ahead of me, and if I have a colo at this point, I actually want to rot it, right? Oh
Um,
well, no, you have nothing in your hand.
if you
Dang.
have a Coliseum at this point, that absolutely gets rotted because you're never gonna get to play this game. This game will be
Yeah,
over before you get to play Coliseum.
got it. Okay.
So one of the reasons I did that, the worst thing that he can do whenever you only have one two vibe out and to another two vibe is he can green mega penguin, and so I'm definitely gonna get his moonlight, and then he could have not played this daydreamer, and oh, okay, popcorn, yeah, make sure I'm top of the right thing. So he could have not played that daydreamer and gotten the opportunity to force my popcorn to ice itself. However, if I get lucky and I draw an inspiring story, that's now going to have a target for that. So we're going to see what happens. There's two kind of debatable sides. If I do have to get really lucky for that to be a bad move, but otherwise, I basically get to time walk him. And if you guys aren't familiar with the lingo time walk, I'm still not. Oh, sneaky. Welcome to the party, Sneaky. Time Walk is a magic card. It's one of the first magic cards to ever be banned or restricted. And it is one and a blue, so basically 2 fish is what it costs. You get to take an extra turn after this one, which is dumb. It is so good. And Popcorn Penguin controls their next turn functionally. So he can still play like a Bellyache, or he can play things that are bigger. But if he wanted to play something like a Pop and Pete to return this too much caffeine, you're just giving my popcorn more targets to eat, which is never really where you want to be. And so that did get to A, take out one card, and B, it got to dictate what he does on his next turn, or got to at least influence that, which is how that thought process works. So now with me having a caffeine again, I really only have to survive one more turn because I'm going to go up to 14. And with one more turn,
You're
you're Jeremy. So he's only going to get one more, depending on what this is. Let's see. Keep top. Whoop. So now he has to draw something.
oh okay.
Yep. So you have to have a Pop and
You-
Pete. You have to do something to
Right.
knock me back down to 13. So Pop and Pete does it. You can zoom or something that would do it. You need to do something to stop me from winning this turn. Tina, Tina does not do it
Does not do it. I don't know why I did that, to be honest.
because you were
Yeah.
just you're dealing with the caffeine. Did you have
No,
anything
it's just
else to deal with?
shooting from the hip, to be honest.
Shooting from
Let me
that hip.
see. Nope, I just cooked myself.
Oh, what else do you have in your hand? Actually, I don't even know why I'm
Uh,
asking. I can look.
yeah. I
I gotta
mean, a
reload your stream.
bellyacre, but I mean, you would have, you would have got me there. You would have
Nah,
flipped them
you were
both.
cooked. You were cooked either way.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Yeah, there's
yeah,
nothing you could
yeah,
have done about that one. Yeah,
yeah.
and that's actually another reason why I throw back some of those 5 drops and
Oh,
six
wait a
drops.
minute. Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. You get to flip them.
Pengu
Yeah,
does
I don't
change
have it.
everything. I agree. I could not agree more.
Oh, you know what? I'm not cooked. Let me see.
Oh, you're not.
I'm not cooked.
Oh, you got
And
you
this
got
is
some
this is
actions.
and this is one thing is like
You know you can play with your
always
rods
play the
face up,
game.
right?
Yeah, yeah. Oh wait,
I'm
yeah.
peeping your hand now.
It's like always play. That's one thing. It's like I need to always like don't concede early
Yeah.
because it's like sometimes there is an out or like your opponent might beat themselves like at the end.
Oh, I had one the other day, and it was a really, really tight match. And I kept we were in the very final turn. If he passed the turn, it goes to the next cycle, and I was going to lose. But it was a very confusing board state. I was losing by a tie, and we both had 14 permits. He didn't pay, or 15. He didn't pay attention to who had the Baron, and he conceded, even though he was going to win. So that's a very
Ooh,
good point.
yeah.
I call it the meteor out. You never concede. Oh, you do get to win. Oh, good, 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 good.
I'm still alive, baby.
You're still alive. You can make a comeback. You can stage a comeback. And
Tengu changes everything.
the meteorite out is there's always a chance your opponent gets hit by a meteor. I actually have a funny story about that. No one got hit by a meteor, but it's a great story. I'm gonna tell it. So Greg and I, well, Greg's my husband. I hate saying the phrase "my husband" though, because it sounds possessive and he's his own person. But that's neither here nor there. All right, so I'll let you take your turn, and I'll tell the story on my turn. Trying to figure out what to get.
Yeah.
So I go to 11.
Um,
If you're not able to, oh, I definitely don't want a Coliseum. Ooh, that was a really good draw for me. You lose, I think. You get 2 belly acres. I don't know. Let's find out. I'm gonna take you off one of your belly acres. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. And I'll let you
okay,
flop
let me
whatever you want
think
to flop.
here. Let me think here.
I'll tell the story after this game because it's actually kind of funny.
Okay. Um,
So you flop there, perfect. And so now you get to do. You can do some belly acre shenanigans. I don't think you have another what a twist. Do you? I don't know. I can't tell. You're not going to be able to bounce enough stuff. Do you have another what a twist?
I do not.
You don't? Then yeah,
Let
I
me
think that
see.
that's all she wrote in that case. Otherwise, your out is to go get a champion of the clouds with your belly acre, unflop your belly acre, and then go get sacrifice the Tina to go get another Samantha feathers, and it would get a counter from the champion of the clouds, and then you would tie it at 12 and give yourself another turn. That's your only out that I can see.
See now I don't understand what you're saying. Let me see here.
Well, you can't do it now. You
Uh,
could have you played a Bellyacher, right?
yes.
Yeah, so that was
You're saying you could do this.
you could yeah. So if you assuming that you had a water twist, so this is one of the things that just to kind of train you on how some of these lines
Oh,
work.
right.
Yep.
Yes.
So you go get a champion of the clouds. Well, that's a savior skies, which is
Yeah,
still
that's all.
not
That's
enough,
all. That's all.
huh?
Unfortunately, that's all I have available.
Oh, you didn't have champion left.
No.
Oh, then yeah, your
Mm-mm.
draw was just kind of poop. You just had a
Yeah.
very clunky draw. But if you had a Champion of the Clouds, you go get Champion of the Clouds, then untap your Bellyacre, sacrifice Tina. Tina goes and gets a Samantha Feathers, and Samantha Feathers becomes an 11, plus 1 from the champion, 12, ties the Green Mega. So
Okay.
that would have been one of your
Okay.
outs.
Yeah. There's so many pathways. Like
Yeah.
that is why I love this deck. There's just so many paths to
Yep.
do things.
There's a
Uh,
million and one ways to do it.
and my
So
thing is like I have like a screenshot of the deck that whenever I play this deck I look at the screenshot on my phone
oh yeah.
so that I know like okay what's available because I still haven't memorized everything.
What matchup
So
do you
it's
want to play
it's
against?
um
Is there one that you've been playing against a lot that you have some trouble with?
I'm not too familiar with the purple one.
The location
Or
deck?
like what's been hot lately. I'd say like the purple one if you're
Okay,
familiar.
yeah, I got the purple
With the
location deck
Sun and
somewhere around here.
Swordsman.
Where is it? Did I pass it? There it is, location recycler. Let's make sure this is the list that I want to play. So we got, yeah, so for those of you who have not seen this deck yet, it plays a bunch of locations. And it plays Lil Quaker, which can draw you cards with locations. It plays Prosperous Penguin, which can get back more of your spells or your actions. It plays Lil Who Scoops, so that you can draw more cards. It's a very card advantage deck. I want to say that I don't play Pudgicate in my other ones. I don't remember what I replaced them with though. I think I had 2 more Throw Some Snows. But we'll run it with this. Putting in 2 Throw Some Snows versus whenever you know you're playing a Bellyacre deck is very greedy. So I'm not going to do that. Anyways, so there's always the out that your opponent disconnects, has something. So I always play till the end. And so Greg and I, we rented a cabin in the middle of nowhere, Tennessee, and it was just to get away, go ride our bikes, have some fun. And while we were hanging out in the cabin, I was grinding on Hearthstone. We had the door open; it was beautiful, and we have a French bulldog with some attitude problems. And the French bulldog has a bite history, um, where we have him heavily medicated at this point. We've worked with trainers. We're doing a lot. Here's a rescue. So I'm sitting there, quiet as humanly possible, just hanging out in a chair playing Hearthstone on my iPad. And a wasp comes into the cabin. The wasp is
Oh,
nowhere near me, just hanging out. Greg decides he's going to get up and start chasing this wasp around, and he starts trying to like swing at it, hitting it. It comes over. Meanwhile, I'm on my iPad, calm as a cucumber this whole time, just playing. Wasp comes over, lands on me. So Greg takes the shoe, tries to hit me with. I'm dominating this guy, by the way. I'm destroying him in this match. And takes the shoe, starts hitting me. The dog thinks we're fighting, starts biting at me. I throw my iPad across the room while I'm trying to like fight off a wasp, a dog, and a husband with a shoe as he's trying to kill this wasp. They kill the wasp. The dog bites me. We've calmed down, and I look over at this game, and my opponent had conceded rather than just letting me time out. So it was
oh my
that's my shining example of why you never concede.
that's right. It
Yes,
worked
it was
out.
very chaotic to say that. I still have this scar right there on my hand, if you can see it. That came from that incident. It's right there.
Oh my
Uh,
God.
that little bite. He got me, the little shit. He
Yeah, wasp. You can't play with wasps, man.
well, no, not the wasp. The dog bit me. The wasp did not do
Oh,
anything
the
to me.
dog. Oh, got it. Okay.
Yeah, yeah. And he's a really sweet dog though. Actually, I always believe in rescues, and the reason why we have him is all your scars came from your sister. Oh, your opponent
Oh,
depleted their time. You were listening to
sorry
my
about that.
story. All right, we'll
I
re-queue that
was.
one.
I was locked in, man.
You were locked in. That's okay. So I'll
Yeah.
actually keep your hand up, and we'll kind of um, go through the matchup real time. So I'll actually watch what you're doing. Oh man, I'm named. I'm named on there. Chonker Kahlo. I feel so blessed.
Yes, that's you.
Aw, thanks, man.
That's right.
Ah,
You're, you're famous, man.
I am anything but. I do enjoy playing this game though, so it's a lot of fun. I
Oh, you
appreciate
know
people
what?
hanging out.
I have a story for you.
Let's hear it. Let's hear it.
I have a story for you, man. Okay, so I played you. We both played at our first tournament together
We did.
in Vegas, right?
Okay.
And when I sat down to play you, I had um I had this I have this deck holder and it holds 2 decks, right?
Uh-huh.
And I pull out one deck and I'm like, okay, we're sitting down, I shuffle and you cut. And then I pull my cards and I'm like, holy cow, this is not my deck. And then you look at me like, what? Like, what do you mean? Like like what the heck are you talking about? And then I'm like, oh shoot, I grabbed the wrong deck. And I'm like, are you okay if I swap this for this other deck? And you're like, yeah, I mean, I trust you. You're like, I trust you. Like, it's just like a little 5K. And I
Yeah.
was like, thank you. Oh my God. I don't know if you remember that, but
That
I was
vaguely,
like,
that vaguely sounds familiar. But that would have been
yeah,
something that I like. That would not have been my hill to die on that day. I don't think.
yes, yes, yes.
I
I
don't.
think
Yeah.
I was playing like a yellow deck, and I accidentally pulled like the other deck was like some Colo deck with like running two Colosseums or something. I was like, oh my god, I just grabbed the wrong deck, and like I
Oh
was
man.
freaking out. I was
Well.
freaking out, man.
Oh well. I'm glad
But
that
it
you.
was like I appreciate you. I really do. Like
Oh,
you've
that
been
makes me feel
on.
better. I'm glad that I wasn't
Yeah.
like a giant jerk about it. I can't say that I've
Yes,
always
yes,
been
yes.
like that, and I think that you need to give like people grace at times, and I'm glad that you shared that story because a younger version of me would have been like, Judge, he's cheating, right?
Yes, yes.
And
I mean, it's like technically like
yeah.
you could have done that and like I don't
No,
know,
no. I
like
think like honest
maybe
mistakes happen,
yeah,
especially and
yeah.
also with that one, like the only like Gee and you and Deuce were like the only people that had really played the game before that I could think of. Like most of my opponents, like they were playing yellow precons.
Bad guy too. Oh,
Oh,
well, I
bad
don't
guy
know if
was
you
there
played
too?
him. Yeah, he was
I need to
there.
see a picture of him to remember what they were, who all was there. Man, I won a
I
sick tournament.
think that was it.
I won that tournament, and there was like half of it was people who had played the game before. That's
Yeah.
nuts. Oh,
Yeah,
I'm
bad
so
guy
far
was
behind.
running, I think, Bellyacre, but it wasn't running good for him
Ah, okay.
that day.
So I'm trying to think about what I want to rod here. I don't have anything in my ice, so I'm gonna go there. And I know I'm gonna lose a vibe check, so I think that that's okay. Yes, he was at Worlds, and I'm not gonna dox him because he's not. He doesn't. But I think that
Yes,
he.
I was at Worlds. Everyone knows me as Trey. I don't know if you remember
You're
me,
over here
but I
doxing
did shake
yourself.
your hand. No, yeah, I mean it's my screen name.
Yeah.
Worlds was magical. It was like
Oh, it was so much fun.
it
Oh
was
man, I should talk
magical,
harder.
man.
I am going to raffle off some more packs. I got 10 more packs coming right now, coming at you. We're going to go random. Uh, pick a random person.
All right, let me see.
So we're going to pick up, raffle off some more packs. Ellsworth. Ellsworth with his 10 packs.
Congrats.
10 packaroonies. Excellent. Congrats on that one too. And actually, while I'm doing it, while I'm at it, uh, I like everyone in the stream right now. I'm gonna go ahead and do the common uncommons, the common uncommon thing that I was the giveaway.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's a
So
big one.
if you are in this chat and you live in the United States and you wish to be in the raffle for the playset of Common Uncommons from Legends of the Lils, drop me a line in the chat. Say yay or 1, 2, 3 or I want to win a raffle. Say something there in that chat. And if you want to be in the raffle for this Common Uncommon set. And HODL, if you need 4 of every card, every Common Uncommon in Legends of Lils, you can feel free to drop your name in there as well. I know it
I'm
does eat, and
okay.
I'm so. Oh,
I'm okay. I'm
you
buying
got
a
it.
lot of cards lately.
So Jeremy wants to win a raffle. Yay! 1, 2, 3. I want to win a raffle. I know, Eaton.
Oh,
I'm so sorry. Uh, I I was gonna do it for everybody, and then I had a flashback to the time that I wanted to. Uh, I love that everyone's doing that. I had a flashback to the time. I'm going to pick at 7:50. So anyone between now and 7:50 that wants to be in the drawing for that common uncommon play set. Right now it is just Sure Hands is the only one because Jeremy, you do not need a play set of Legends of Little Commons and Uncommons. Get out of here with that.
maybe he does.
So
Listen, he can't pull a sketch to save his life. He needs all the
there's
commons.
no way he doesn't have access to 4. And Jeremy, if you actually need 4 of every common and uncommon, I will happily give you one. You don't even need to raffle for it. Um, yes, I will ban Jeremy. I went to ship that playmat to Trex, and I was like, in my mind, I'm like, it's like 30, $40 to get it there. I was like, yeah, whatever, man, here. So I go to UPS with this playmat, and I'm like, how much to get it to this address? And they're like $230. And I'm like, I'm sorry, Trex, you're just never, I'm not giving you this playmat anymore. Like I can't.
Oh my God.
Fortunately, though, I did have it with me, and a random guy from the Philippines who owns Eaton's store actually, he was like, I'll take it to the Philippines and I'll ship it to him. It'll be much cheaper for me.
Wow.
So we got lucky. Hopefully, it has made its way to Trex. If not, I'm sure he'll get it at Asian Champs. But yeah, it's expensive to ship overseas. We got 4 minutes to enter your name into the I want to win a common uncommon playset. And right now it's just going to Sure Hands, which is great. I would love for Sure Hands to win it.
GG, sure hands.
GG Sure Hands. You got 3 minutes. 3 more minutes. I should probably do something about all the stuff you're doing, shouldn't I? Go
Yeah.
here and 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, can't do both, but I can go here like that. So that's my game plan there.
Nice.
Yep, nice. So this matchup is actually very even for both sides. Um, I play a whole bunch of locations to deal with your Coliseum, but if I don't hit one, I pretty much lose. You can lock me out fairly easily. All right, so I need to do
I don't
something.
really want a Bellyacre yet. Oh, wait a minute.
I'm going to force you to choose.
Flop it. I mean, yeah, I think that's fine.
Yep, so I'm gonna let that resolve, and then now I'm gonna hit it. If I did it the other way around, then you got to go get another one.
Wait a minute.
All right, we go boop 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 boop.
Oh my God.
Well, I had to do that, so I had to flop your guy
Yep.
first. Otherwise, you had the opportunity to bellyacre and go get your
Mm-hmm.
turn your little milkmaid into a guy. So I'm guessing there are other people in here, and I'm guessing that Ellsworth and Legit Bad Guy either already have all the cards and they're being super nice and just kind of letting somebody who doesn't have all of them get it, or they're not listening. But I want to make sure that everyone knows you got 1 more minute before Sure Hands gets to roll against Sure Hands for a common uncommon playset. As soon as my clock says 7:50, it's his. Unless speak now or forever hold your peace. Are you sweating yet, Sure Hands? Are you like, will it just be over? Can I just have this common uncommon play set? Either that or he's the only one willing to dox himself to me because he's got to give me his address.
Oh yeah, that's true.
But I will ship it to you.
Oh,
I'm terrible unlucky with games of luck. Kids right now, usually 1 hour ago until the next 3 hours. It is 7:50, so Sure Hands, you got your common uncommon play set. So I am very happy that you got it. And yeah, if bad guy needs him too, I can hook him up. I'll get something for him. But yeah, Sure Hands. I am so glad that you support the stream, and I'm so happy that you were able to win. So
he won. Let's
yes,
go.
Sure Hands. Congratulations.
Sure hands.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 12, 6. I can ice that. I gotta do something here in a second. All right. I go here and here.
Okay. Can you talk about this deck you're playing?
Yes, yes, absolutely. So sorry, I got distracted with all the raffling that's going on.
That's okay.
Yes, yes, you are. That's the definition of can't win if you don't play. Uh, and so this deck is playing locations, purple pudge, is the only color that it has in there. And it plays this ambitious penguin. This ambitious penguin is designed to stop your deck because you can Colosseum next turn, and this gets returned to your hand if you play an action. So if you had a What a Twist right now, it would be correct to play the What a Twist.
Whenever a player plays an action, if this penguin is unflopped and you have less than cards in your ice, return this penguin to its owner's hand. Got it.
So I'm actually going to have a philosophical debate this. Oh, it's any player. I just messed that up. Oh, man. I just messed myself up.
Oh,
I got greedy. I wasn't reading the cards. That's totally my fault. And now I'm going to lose to your Coliseum because I can't read. That's okay. But yeah, so and you were literally reading it out loud. Sure hands, I think we are connected on Discord, right? You can send that to me. Are you going to be in any live events anytime soon? I can also bring it or have it brought there if you'd rather not be doxxed to me. Colosseum. Oh man, that was one card down. I needed it.
okay. So when I threw down before I threw down the Coliseum, I had a little moonlight in my hand. Okay.
Yeah.
Now I could have rotted that, but I chose not to rot it just in case I had some kind of a rod card on the top. Do you think
Uh,
that was the right move, or should I have rotted the little moonlight?
I will usually keep stuff in my hand because if I deal with your Colosseum, it just gives you more options to keep stuff in your hand, if that makes
Got it.
sense.
Yes.
So that's kind of the logic there. The only if it was possible to play it and not rot it and still play Colosseum, you would have wanted to do that. But in that case, I actually would have kept it because you wanted to hit. If you hit another one drop, there wouldn't be another turn because you would have had 14 permanents.
Oh man. Yeah. Okay, I think I have to do this.
You could have rotted that in theory.
No, I had already rotted. Oh yeah.
So I am going to be in DC, and if you want it before that, if you're going to play with it before that, I'm happy to ship it. It shouldn't be that bad. I think we live fairly close to each other. So yeah, I'm not worried about like the $10 to ship it or whatever. That's fine. I was just trying to not pay like 50, 60, 70, $80. But I will set one aside for you for sure. So it is on me now, and I can't play that, so I got to rod that. Ooh.
I wish I could go to DC. It's like I I don't know when set 3 is coming, but I feel like that might be the last chance to play
Nothing's stopping you from going to
uh
DC, man.
the
You can do it. You can make it happen.
these
So that puts you to
sets.
14. I'm gonna go here.
Uh, so-
I think I still lose. So you're at 14, and I don't have a way to deal with any of your stuff, and I can't get one of these ambitious penguins out. So I lost that game myself. I was due to my own play error. So I was sure hands 10 packs, a 4x common uncommon set. Is there anyone else in this chat that has not won digital packs? Because I got 20 more to give away. Besides U.S. champs in Baltimore, I might be able to. Oh, that'd be sick, Eaton, if you can come to U.S. champs. I unfortunately cannot go to Asia champs. I am actually going to go to European champs, I think. I'm
Oh,
like
was that
nine.
announced that
Yeah,
it's in Baltimore?
it was all announced today.
Oh shoot, I missed it. That's
Yeah,
definitely
yeah.
bad.
Oh, let's talk about that then. So as we wrap up the new player stream, first of all, HODL, thank you so much for spending time with me. Um, I could not be more grateful to have players come on, ask questions, and all of the other viewers that hang out, just ask. Like I will schedule you guys We'll do kind of like, I don't want to call them coaching sessions because I don't want it to sound like I'm trying to like sell a service, because that's not the goal. The goal is to get more people interested in the game. And the we'll talk about Italy prices in a second. The goal is to get more people interested in the game. And yeah, huge shout out to Trey HODL. And the the other things that I want to cover for new players, again, new player stream, the things that I want to talk about are the I'll go through this little list of new player stuff. I'm going to try to start making this a priority at the end. But for people who don't know this game very well, there are two sets right now. There's a third set coming out, which we're about to talk about. The bottom corner right here, the bottom middle, is where the set symbol is. That is a rare for gold. There's epics that are purple. There's silvers that are uncommon, and there's white that are common. This little igloo with the first is first edition, Enter the Huddle. And this little guy right here, this little penguin head popping up, that is Legends of the Lils. There are gold grinding ways which you can play against AI. So one of the ways to do that, we were playing play a friend mode this whole time. You can play it versus AI. It's pretty easy wins. You pick up 250 gold. The way that you get a pack is you go here and get more packs, and you can buy packs with gold. So right here, I'll go ahead and buy one pack. So you can kind of see what they look like, how to open them, speedy pack mode. You can also do pack battles too, which are fun. But if you need cards, I wouldn't recommend it. You only get 6 cards that way. There's a card called Pack Attack, which allows you to be able to play against AI. It's banned in competitive play, but it allows you to open a physical booster pack in the game. So, which is great if you want to grind against AI, play your pack attacks. But the physical booster pack has 13 or 14 cards in it, I believe. It gives you just much more options and access to cards. And then finally, the Discord, all of you should be on. If you're on the stream, you probably know about our Discord. I think there's some ex-viewers who may or may not know. And I need to actually update our Discord. I forgot to do that yesterday, but I will do that and copy. Where is this command? But the invite had apparently been modified since I last did it. So we're going to update here, and then I'm going to go over here. And so anyone watching this later, here is our Discord. Oh yeah, yeah. If you want to queue in pack battle really fast, that'd be fun. So I'll buy a pack. Got plenty. So there's our thing. Now you can check out what a pack battle looks like. Pack battle. And then Eaton is going to be a gym right here. Queue and pack battle. It's really fun to do, and I really enjoy it. But you can lose some good cards in it, which is why you don't really want to do it. I saw a pack battle between Deuce and Sneaker Dad in person, and there was a sketch. And fortunately, the person who opened the sketch, which was Sneaker Dad, did also win the sketch. But there is probably nothing that would hurt more than losing a sketch in a pack battle. And the way that these pack battles work is it adds up this number and this number, and whoever is higher wins. So we've talked about that. We've talked about gold grinding. This is a tie. Oh, whenever it ties, it hits again. So you get to go again, and then it just kind of adds to the pot. So I'm going to lose to this 12. Yuck. And then you get a bonus card if you tie in the last one. We did pack battles in person. And oh, it tied, so it gives you an extra one. Whenever this happened in person, we had to open another pack to try to figure it out. It was savage. And oh, look, we got some extra cards, and I won some extra cards. But that's how pack battle works. So you really don't want to do that if you need cards. It's really just kind of a fun way to open some more cards, figure out some more stuff. But you can lose cards that you actually need. We talked about the Discord. And the last thing, if you are still new to this game, or if you're on X and you haven't played a lot, right now you have access to full set frenzy, which allows you to play with any card in the game. Whenever you are building a deck, you're going to go build deck, random test deck name, create, and you're going to go here to this filter section, and there's this guy right here, show unowned and confirm, and you're going to have access to every single card. If your name is Eaton and you like being obnoxious, you make your whole deck these groovy foils, which give your opponents headaches and nausea. And yeah, so whenever you play all those groovy foils, no, I'm just messing with you, Eden. But yeah, so that is all the new stuff that I really want to make sure that everyone knows. Other than that, I really appreciate you, HODL. Oh, and then we were going to shout out the Asia champs. So let's or the all the announcements that just got released today. So we're going to go through those really quickly. Asia champs is at ToyCon in Philippines on June 12th through 14th. So if you're going to ToyCon or you're anywhere near the Philippines, hit up Asia Champs. Another thing that I will, Eaton, I'll talk to you about too, because this definitely applies to you and your play crew. If people need cards, like the main grinders, the main Filipino grinders and Asian grinders, I've already talked to Jillian about it, and I'll talk to Trex about it too. I'm gonna do my best to get cards to Asia for you guys. So
Oh,
yeah, Jeremy, if you do you know who's going yet? Who from the Vibes team is going? And we can talk about this later too. But it's your job to go to SCG Con. It's not your job. I thought you kind of doesn't somebody have to go? If no one volunteered, wouldn't somebody have to go? So yeah, I'm gonna try to provide as many decks. Right now, the two people who have dibs on stuff, and I don't have that much. I've got like 2 to 3 play sets of stuff. So I'm gonna try to help the Asian people get cards. The tricky part about it is we don't know set three or what that format's gonna look like yet, and I won't have access to set three. So it's really only gonna be able to like set one and set two that I can loan out. But I'm gonna try to have enough stuff to loan to players, and at least some of the like the top name players in Asia Champs. So
sweet.
yeah, that is, and I'm gonna work with
That's
some other
awesome.
Americans that have like large collections and try to get some
I
more cards
know
from.
Dr. Camel sent like so many cards last time, or he took so many cards with him last time, and that's
Oh,
pretty cool
well,
that you're
hopefully
doing
he can
that.
go again and help out. But there's just not a ton of cards up there. So we've got, let me pull the Discord back up. We have Asia champs, then we have European champs in Italy and on August 29th. And I told my husband today we're going to Italy in August, and he said, "What
Oh, no
days?" And he took the
way.
PTO off. So I need to book the
Sheesh.
trip. But I'm planning on going to Italy, so I should have some cards for the European pros that may or may not need it. American
You're trying to
Championships.
collect you're trying to collect all the Infinity Stones this year, huh?
I am. I am. I would love to have gone to Asia Champs. But so we actually wanted to go to Europe anyways at some point this year, and this is just a really good excuse to do it. So we're gonna go to European Champs, and then Asia Champs SCG Con Baltimore on September 11th through 13th. And Burb and Pengu set will be legal starting in Asia Champs. So we don't know the exact release date, but we know it's going to be before 12 through 14. And so the product will be available locally the weeks before the event. So we don't know the exact time on all that stuff. And more information on the exact launch date will come in the next couple of weeks, hopefully. But that was all announced today. So huge news out of the Vibes team today.
Awesome. I have to read that. And I do want to say a couple.
The Delusia, he wanted to say, and then life censored him. You there, Hoddle? Hello?
And I noticed that about four
Hey,
other
Hoddle.
popcorn penguins. Can you hear me?
Yes, I just now started to hear you just now.
Okay. So, one of my popcorn penguins sold on Friday for
Okay.
anyone that went to Worlds, and I noticed that about four other popcorn penguins sold. And I don't want to say who bought it, but it is someone kind of prominent. So these are like very rare. Hold on to them, I would say.
The popcorn penguins?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, so I talked about that on Schiller's stream. The popcorn I got some here for those of you who don't know what we're talking about. It is this guy right here. Ugh.
The
Um,
promo. I'm talking about the
yes.
promo.
Yeah, so we're talking about these guys right here. These are the popcorn penguin promos from Worlds. There were only 500 of these made total, and whatever they did not give out at Worlds, they destroyed. So, however many are currently in existence, presumably 2 to 300, maybe 400 at most. I don't think they gave out all 500 of them. Uh, that's all that's going to exist ever of that card. So they are increasingly rare. It's Popcorn Penguin's already a really good card, but they are selling on eBay for like $200-ish, something like that.
It's about 300 now.
Oh, they're close to 300 now. Jeez, that's nuts. But yeah, they're a lot. I have two off getting graded right now, and then I got four more back. So
Nice.
definitely going to be some Popcorn Penguin grading in my future. But anyways, thank you guys all so much for hanging out. HODL, do you have any last minute words for the viewers?
Yeah, man. Just want to say thanks, man. You're definitely a gem to the community, and like everything that you're doing, I think it's awesome. Your mental health moments. There was one that stuck out to me the other day. You were talking about kind of like balancing everything, like not kind of over, like just keeping a balance in life is like really good, and not just if you're into vibes, touch some grass too. I
Yeah.
think it's very important. And yeah, man, thank you for everything you're doing and have me on. I appreciate it.
Oh man, thank you. That feels so good. Like I always feel so silly starting those mental health moments because you don't know who's paying attention or who wants to hear it or not. But I'm doing this stream more for me. And not to sound like selfish or anything like that. I made content before whenever I was in Magic, and I wanted to be like Magic famous, if that's, as dorky as that sounds. And I was doing it for all the wrong reasons. I took feedback very, very harshly, and I'm not doing that this round. I'm doing this because I really enjoy the game. I really enjoy the community, and I don't care how many views I get or how much time I spend doing it. I enjoy what I'm doing, and I'm going to keep doing it as long as I enjoy doing it. But it does feel great to hear people say stuff like that. So I'm glad that the mental health moments are kind of sticking to some people, and I'm glad that people are enjoying the content we're putting out. I'm not going to spoil anything right now, but next Thursday on 4:30, I've got a stream with Sneaker, or no, so Wednesday 4:29 stream with Sneaker Dad, and that's going to be another new player stream. It'll be very similar to what we did today. And then the next stream that we do is going to be on 4:30 with Caution Fun, and I have a wild announcement that I cannot wait to share with everybody. I'm buttoning up the final details on it right now, but it's gonna be sweet. Everyone's gonna enjoy it. So lots of cool stuff happening in the works with all the awesome content creators that we have in Vibes. Again, thank you so much, Hodl. You have been wonderful, and I can't wait to have you on the stream again. And everyone else, if you're interested in being on the stream or hanging out or have any questions, you know how to find me. And final congratulations to, oh, I didn't give away the last 10 packs. Oh my gosh.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Or the last 20 packs. I got 20 packs. So who's won packs so far? Legit Bad Guy got 10. Sure Hands got 10. Ellsworth got 10. Eaton and my guest, uh, I'm him, have not gotten any packs. So there's my last 20 right there.
Sweet.
10 packs and Eaton.
That was
I have to, what are you, 2003, 1-1? I don't remember. I don't remember your, yeah, message me, Eaton. So 2003, you're getting 10 packs too. Actually, I don't even need your name because I'm going to send you the code. So it'll be pictures and I have that information already. So you're good. And then Sure Hands, I'll connect with you to get those, to get your address to mail that stuff out. But congratulations to everybody. I'm glad I remember that in the last minute. So I'm not a big fat liar. And I did hand out 50 packs. And thank you guys all so much for all the support. If you guys need anything, you know where to find me.